This is a question from Max. What if giant waves circled the planet endlessly?
Imagine a wave hundreds of meters tall, stretching from horizon to horizon, moving around Earth without stopping. No beaches, no calm seas, just one endless oceanic roller coaster.
These waves wouldn't be like normal storms or tsunamis. They'd be permanent, driven by unimaginable energy sources, possibly linked to planetary rotation, tidal forces, or even shifting gravity patterns. The sheer power would make the oceans seem alive, constantly in motion. Coastal cities would be the first to disappear. Harbors, ports, and entire continents near the shore would be swept away or submerged, with structures unable to withstand the continuous assault. Even inland areas might experience flooding as water gets pushed into river systems and lowlands. Travel across the oceans would become impossible by conventional ships. Every attempt to sail or motor would be thwarted by waves that never stop, reaching speeds and heights that dwarf any storm we've ever seen. Air travel might also be disrupted by constant oceanic vapor and extreme weather above these waves.
Life in the oceans would be transformed or wiped out. Fish, mammals, and other marine creatures would need to adapt to continuous movement and turbulence. Coral reefs, which rely on stability, would vanish, and only the hardiest species could survive.
Human society would be forced to adapt in radical ways. Floating cities, anchored to the deepest parts of the ocean, could become the new normal. Or humans might retreat entirely to highlands and mountains, treating the oceans as impassable deserts of water.
The endless waves would reshape the planet's geography. Shorelines would be eroded faster than ever. Islands could vanish overnight, and new sandbars and underwater ridges could form constantly. Earth's surface would never be static again.
Energy production could also be affected. Wave power might become the dominant source, but the technology would need to withstand forces far beyond anything humans have engineered. Hydroelectric systems, tidal turbines, and ocean-based platforms would all face unprecedented stress.
The climate would be dramatically altered. Moisture from constant wave motion would saturate the atmosphere, producing permanent storms, hurricanes, and torrential rains worldwide. Wind patterns would shift unpredictably, creating a chaotic weather system that blankets the globe. Even the sky would change. Mist, fog, and spray from the ceaseless waves would reduce visibility, refract sunlight, and potentially alter the planet's energy balance. Sunrises and sunsets might appear dimmed or distorted by the water vapor in the atmosphere.
Human psychology would also face challenges. The constant sound of crashing water, the threat of flooding, and the impossibility of traditional travel could create a world that feels simultaneously beautiful and terrifying. Imagination and creativity would thrive, but fear and caution would dominate everyday life.
Still, life finds a way. Species adapted the turbulence, humans building floating metropolises, and communities creating protective domes or underground refuges might survive. The planet would be a continuous experiment in resilience, adaptation, and survival.
In the end, a world where giant waves circle endlessly would be both mesmerizing and brutal. It would remind us of the immense power of nature, the fragility of human civilization, and the need to adapt or perish. A planet in perpetual motion, with oceans never resting, would be alive in a way we've never experienced. Dynamic, unpredictable, and utterly unstoppable.